I believe racism is just it's the biggest sheg. Everybody has been shagged.
Yeah, but I think I think personally, I feel like there should be more available, and people need to know that. Like, I mean, how can I put this into words? I have people like just African Americans and just people of like black people just all over the world. They need to understand that I know slavery happened and that shit is messed up. They need to just look beyond that and just look back to Af, man. You're not where you're from in Af, but just invest back, man.
All right, let's discuss that. All right, let's discuss that then, bless you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. It's hard for them because the ancestry route has been cut off.
Exactly.
But you can learn now. I mean, right now it's not like information is not available.
It's difficult because think about these guys were taken from Africa 400 years ago, and the tribes and the cultures that they came from probably don't even exist anymore, fam.
No, but you don't have to go back to your tribe, but you can go visit. Some people go on holidays in all these places. You can go like Af for like a week. Go like to a place in Af for a week.
I'm gonna explain. All right. You know African Americans, innit? Do you know they're the only people in America who are not immigrants?
What? Say that again.
Do you know African Americans are the only people in America who are not immigrants?
They're not immigrants.
They're not immigrants.
What? Because of the slave trade?
Yeah, because they've got nowhere to go back to. They were brought there by force, innit? Like they were brought there by force. Like, they've got nowhere to go back to.
You have to. That's why you learn now. There's so much information available, bro. You don't have to go back.
I hear you, innit? But like, fam, they were brought there, innit? So like, if anything, the USA is their home, innit? Like Africa is not really their home. Like it's their home by default. I get it, it's their home by default, innit? But like, it's not really their home. For me and you, it's our home. You get me? Like we came from Africa.
I know, but at the end of the day, you have to understand that. If you do schools, what they're going to be teaching you, they're not going to teach you about your history. They're going to be teaching you about their history, and that's going to make you feel out of place even more. Wouldn't you want to learn about other Black history from Africa than learn about the history that what these dudes did here?
Fam, when I was in primary school, secondary school, I was being taught about European history. That's all I was taught. That's all I was taught about, fam. Is European history.
Even the history that they do on Africa is in Egypt, and they tell you the wrong things.
Tell them, you get me. So that is what I've learned with Black history. You've just got to take it.
Do you know why I'm saying this? Yeah, the reason why I'm saying this, which is interesting, because I was going through like YouTube and stuff, and I was going through like a few videos. Do you know when you're just scrolling through and just and there's this American family. So what they did is they went to Gambia for like a holiday for 2 weeks. Like it was the first time because they just wanted to like instead of going all to other places, they decided let's go to Gambia and just get just explore it. And they went for like 2 weeks as a family and stuff.
Yeah.
And their report was like they're making a channel offer. They were like they didn't know how amazing this place is and how much land is available and what you can do. And they decided to move back, even though like they don't know. Obviously, they're African Americans. They don't know where like. They trace back to which part of Africa, innit? But they decided to go to Gambia. They just decided Gambia, innit? And they bought land there and they bought a massive house for like decent price. They were like saying, in America, like the house that would have spent with that money is, would have not even been that big. And they're starting a business there and they're saying life is amazing.
But not everyone's got that luxury.
A leap of faith. And the thing is, they're around their own people. They're going to be appreciated more. It's like, I was having a conversation, like, it was me and my cousin, and then we're talking about going, like, when you go to certain parties and it's going to be linked to, like, touching eye, innit? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this is a while back. We had the conversation a while back. This is a while back. And we're like, like, sometimes, we'll talk, remember Sims and Chid, we're talking about knots. There's not many, at one point, knots didn't have that many Afrobeats raves and stuff, and just like, Black raves and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
And so when you go to these places, you don't get a lot of love because it's not your own people, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? And then we decided the more we went to different places, then we'll go to places where we've got our own people there. Bro, the love is unconditional, man. You feel right at home,
But bless, you're talking about isolated situations, fam. Like, not everybody has that luxury, innit? You get me? Because there's been times, fam. There's been times I used to work up north here, and I've even worked with white people that have never left their town, fam.
That's mad, bro.
Never left their town. Never even been to London. And these are people that are in their like 30s, mid 20s. Like, I've never left my town. Never left this town before. I never even been to London before, fam.
Yeah.
You get me? So you're talking about isolated situations, fam. Like, not everybody has those opportunities to go and do like things like that in life. You get me? And then we go back to even with African Americans, like there's a lot of them that don't have those opportunities, fam. Like to go to these flights.
No, not many people do, but those who do should take that advantage. I'm aware that not everyone is going to get the opportunity, but those who have that opportunity, I feel like, you know, it'll be interesting for them to do that.
But if you're trying to solve a problem in it, don't you believe in killing two birds with one stone, fam?
What? Say that again.
If you're trying to solve a problem here, don't you believe in killing two birds with one stone?
But the thing is, the more these people do it, they're gonna be, you know, I believe like if those people that can do it, that can afford it, can do it, they're gonna do it, and these other people are gonna see it, and they're gonna start saving up and doing it.
I hear you, fam. That's sick. Like, that is wavy. Like, you're able to do that, innit? But you're able to do that, not the other person.
Yeah, but if I see someone else that's doing that, what's stopping me from trying to save and doing the same thing? It's same as your parents, fam. Your parents, when they came here, they didn't have that much peace, but they saw other people doing it, and they made that choice to do that. If those other people that had peace didn't do that, you wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be here right now. Chid wouldn't be here right now.
People's circumstances are different, man. Bless. Come on,
bro.
Man.
Listen, let me tell you. When my pops left here, bro, he had to borrow peas for like a flight, you know, from Zim to come here because he saw other people do it. Some people had more money than him, but just because he saw other people do it, he saw that was possible, and he saved up. And him and Mamaj saved up, and he bought a ticket and came. That's what I'm saying. If you see someone else doing it, you see it's possible, and you want to do it as well.
I hear you, fam. But bless, you never heard of what's it called again? Limiting beliefs.
Nah, I never heard of that, fam. I believe in my shots, fam. I
hear you, fam. But not everybody has that mindset, man. Like, you're talking about a winner's mindset here. Not everybody has that mindset, innit? Not everybody's supposed to be a businessman. Not everybody's. Some people are supposed to be workers, fam. Like, the world is built. Not everybody's made equally, innit?
That's what I mean, bro. If you don't see, that's what I mean. If you don't see that vision, then it's you, innit? Like, it's good. That vision's gonna attract people that've got the same vision, that people want a better life, that are willing to take that risk. If you're not willing to, you're gonna stay in it and die in it.
Yes, I used to have that mindset that you have, you know, fam. Like, oh, okay, I'm on my shit. Yeah, I do X, Y, and Z, and I get to this point, fam. I've realized that, yo, not everybody's made equally, fam. I can't paint.
No, Simba. Do you know why? You can't let your dreams finish, bro. I'm telling you, yeah. The only reason you suppress yourself is because you're here in a culture where, you know, you can. It's built for you to get by, not to succeed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts. Still, here you just hear.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Expand on that. What do you mean?
To live in UK, you're only supposed to, you know, fit into a system, you know, to help the system and get by. Do you know what I mean? Work, taxes. Do you know what I'm saying? Work to get your retirement. That. You know what I'm saying? If you in AF, you know, people are hitting contracts. You know, there's, you know, you still got that dream of making it. Do you know what I'm saying? People, the rags to riches dream is still there and it's alive.
You ain't got much to lose, fam. You ain't got much to lose in that,
Simba, you're too young to be talking like this, man. Where's that fire in your belly, man?
Bro, I've got fire, fam. But bless, I like to look at situations from all angles, fam. Like, you get me? I have fire, fam. I've told you, fam. I want to move out of the country, innit? Like, I have fire in my stomach, fam, to get shit done. You get me? But like, I can't look at everything from my point of view, bro. That's dead.
But I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking in a perspective of if my parents did not do that, I wouldn't be here. And some people did that. They saw our parents. It's like, if you see, you know, that's my belief in it. I know everyone is not built the same. I know that for a fact.
Think about this, yeah. From where your parents came from to where they are now, yeah, it's like you going from where you are now to becoming like, you know, nearly, well, not maybe a millionaire, but like you could make hundreds of thousands. Do See what I'm saying?
Mm.
The jump they made because they moved. You know what I'm saying? The leap of faith that they made, you know, the gap is harder for them than it is harder for you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's easy for us.
And even the circumstances back then as well, because when our parents came here, fam, like even getting like stay here in the UK was easier. Now, if you're trying to get stay here, fam, you got to go through all these loops, like, and jump through all these hoops, fam, to get your stay here. And like things back then were set up in a way.
Think
No,
about
but
it.
it was tough for them because
you have to work, you have your laptop, you have your thing, you can get the paperwork.
Mm.
They had no
that man did not know how to use a computer. They couldn't speak English, yeah. Like, it's a foreign country. They're used to the village times, this village and Zim and Nige and all these places there.
Imagine
a place where, like,
he's cutting off. You're having to go to certain places to get stuff printed, stamped, to go this place, go this place. Come on, man. Like,
That's drive, fam. That's drive. You're talking about that's drive, isn't it? That's drive.
Why should you lose your drive? Because the environment tells you to stay in line.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about those people here that don't have that mindset. Not everybody has that mindset, fam. Not everybody's supposed to be a business owner. Not everybody. Some people are supposed to work. You get me?
That's what it's them, innit? It's them. People are different. Yeah, it's them. I know
fam, even in nature, fam. Even in nature, there's certain animals that are the alpha male. There's certain animals that follow orders from the alpha male. Like there's an order in everything. You get me? To make shit work. To make shit work, there's an order in everything.
If you say that, that's the same way as saying these certain races of people feel that they should be the alpha male and others should be working for them.
The alpha male position is always up for grabs.
So okay, so you feel that if black people take the alpha male position, all others should fall in line?
No, not fall in, fam. Because the thing is, here with these people that are considered the alpha males in society right now, the way that they're going about doing shit in it is injustice. You get me? There's other ways to go about handling things. You know what I'm saying? You can do things in a just way, or you can do things in producing injustice in it. Like, for example, fam, there's like these people that came to Europe in it like 700 years ago in it, called the Moors in it. Yeah. And they came from North Africa. Yeah, they were Muslims, like black Muslims from North Africa. And fam, like because Europe at that time was in the Dark Ages, in it. And fam, they basically like civilized Europe, like got Europe back on track, like the Renaissance era. Got Europe back on track, fam. Like people in Europe were scared to take baths, like little simple stuff like that. Like they brought soap to Europe. They brought like Italian clothes, all these things, like these elaborate things, like the things that we rock today, like the elaborate things that we think is wavy from Europe, innit? Came from these guys, like using crocodile skins on clothes. Like there's no crocodiles that are indigenous to Europe, fam. Like these people brought these things to Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like there's even because these people came to Spain and like they overthrew Spain, innit? All over Spain, fam. There's castles everywhere, like from these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These people, like they did this. You know what I'm saying? So like they ruled Europe, but they didn't go there with the mindset of oppressing people. Obviously, when they came there was like a war on that. You know what I'm saying? There was a war. Cool. There was a war, and obviously they overtook and all that. But it wasn't like, okay, antebellum slavery where like people are like generation after generation, you're going to be enslaved to the day that you die. Nah, like they went there. Obviously, they had a war. After the war was done, those are the people that were in charge. But you were like an extension of the family, not like a person that like you're my slave. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like there's ways of going about doing shit, fam.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's so madness, bro. It's so madness, man.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.